Hi, it's Rich Tehrani in the TMC newsroom. Thanks for watching. On our program today is David Yedwab, and he is a partner at Market Strategy and Analytics Partners. David, how are you?
Fine, Rich, and you?
Good.
Other than boiling in 100-plus degree temperatures in the Northeast, and I think I may have mentioned to you earlier today, my 89-year-old mother is visiting from Florida, and she said, it's never been this hot in Florida in the 35 years I lived there.
Well, I've got my heat wave related attire on today.
I noticed.
Just to cover me, and as is a tradition here at TMC, we just don't leave the building until nighttime anyway. So.
Okay.
So we try to get in before the sun comes up and leave after the sun goes down, and that's good protection.
Makes perfect sense.
Works for us. So speaking of sun, let's transition or segue to cloud.
Okay.
And that's the topic of our conversation today, cloud computing and cloud communications. What are your thoughts from an analyst perspective on the movement?
Well, I'm somewhat skeptical about the short-term success of cloud, especially as it relates to communications technologies. There are a handful of pretty ingrained issues or challenges or cultural perspectives that may make especially larger organizations resist the movement to the cloud. Sure, we hear about the possibility of saving at least capital dollars, if not overall dollars, by offloading and outsourcing some communications tasks to the cloud. But still, we have issues around, well, I still haven't depreciated the asset that I bought 3 or 4 years ago. Or culturally, we like to own our IT assets. Or I was involved in an outsourcing project earlier on in my career and it went horrible, and all of those bosses who were in the position that I'm in today got fired, and I don't want the same thing to happen to me. So I think we've got a lot of cultural resistance that what we're going to have to see is a series of case studies of successful implementations happening, and which part of the market will the cloud providers be addressing as they try to deliver UC services to the market. Will they be going after larger enterprises? Will they be going after multi-location businesses, small businesses,
right,
SMBs, SMEs, et cetera?
Well, it seems like they start from the small business and work their way up, and we know that there's a couple companies that have been successful so far. Salesforce.com is obviously one. They've been early, not that they were necessarily first, but they were one of the only ones to make it through the dot-com bubble burst and the, more importantly, the ASP bubble burst, which is what they were considered way back. And we also have Google, where we know that states have switched over to Google Apps, and some companies have switched over to Google Apps, and those are, I guess, the two big ones right now, right?
Yeah. Let me return to the Google Apps issue. The other part of my concern is Google Apps, for the most part, is fighting endpoint-based apps, be they PC or smartphone or iPad located apps, or the app located in the cloud. And as opposed to previous eras where we tried to centralize our processing and have dumb devices connecting to those centralized cloud devices, now we've got incredibly smart devices where users are deciding which device they want to use, and companies have got to keep up with that as opposed to the other way around. So again, the technology issues are easy to solve. It's going to be the cultural issues, the implementation issues, the support issues, and the amount of career and business risk that people want to take in evolving.
And that's where the case studies come in,
Absolutely.
where you talked about earlier, right?
As we start seeing early adopters have success, it'll lower the risk profile of taking a move in a certain direction.
Well, thanks for your thoughts on cloud computing and communications, David. It's been great
Great.
having you on the program.
Thank you.